got up for longer than I meant to. Sorry. Hi, everyone. Where's my PNG? 1 second. There we go. Hi, and hello. Good evening, everybody. How you doing today? Ugh, it's so warm right now. Ooh. I wanted to go downstairs and just get some water before I stream, but I had to refill my water filter. Ooh. It's been a hot minute since I've streamed, but I was craving it. I needed it. I needed to stream. As to partially try to get me back into playing Zenless Zone Zero. I say back into, I have been back. Oh, and also, Phoenix Plays. Welcome. Pleasure to meet you as well. Hello. Man, I should change into my shorts. This isn't the best time, though. I'll just roast. So, I was wanting to get back into playing more Zenless because I am so behind. I'm super behind. Like, look at all these side missions. Look at all these side missions. And for those who don't know, when I play any game, I'm trying to get as much of the side quests out of the way so that all of my attention can be on the main story. Because I hate notifications like, look at all these missions you got. No más missions. 1 second. Sorry, I had to quickly turn on both of my fans, and I got 2 little small fans. Thank goodness they were donated to me. I say donated, given as gifts by family. But it's hot in my room. My room always retains so much heat, even if it's cold outside and I have the window way open. I swear it takes forever for my room to cool down. Though, playing games on a PC for long periods of time during the day while drawing at the same time on the side, probably gonna make my room a bit warmer. Allegedly. It's just a theory, though. A game theory. Okay, but as to not get too sidetracked, I'm doing main missions right now. I was doing a side mission not too long ago about the hot pot place in this game. But I think I'm done with that for the day, so I'm going back to the main story. I'm also working to get the new Idol Girl. Huh. Shelboo isn't near the shop entrance. Is he grabbing medicine inside? Come to think of it, I can faintly hear voices coming from within. Auntie Feng, I had no idea your husband and Grand Shifu were fellow disciples back in the day. An unexpected bond indeed. That's right. Even though I left the sect later on, our bonds remain strong. You're Shifu's generation of disciples. We've practically watched them grow up, you know. Ah, such a shame about young Yi Jan. Gone too soon. I heard she exhausted her life force using the Qingming sword to save Waifei Peninsula. The Qingming sword is a legendary weapon beyond compare. To harness such power, one must be willing to pay the price. It hasn't been easy, that's for sure. From what, but from what you said, or just told me, the Qingming sword has found a new master. Looks like Yunquei Summon's legacy is in good hands. Yes, very good indeed. Your medicine's ready. Please take it. Oh! I drank a flavored bevy, and I had bit my lip earlier, like near my mouth. It hurted. I'm fine though. Whatever. I'm here to pick up some medicine. Nothing major. I just haven't been sleeping well lately, so I'm here to. Oh, it's Dog Boy. I wonder if he's related to Dog Girl. At least I'm pretty sure they're dogs. They got really floppy, fluffy ears. Unless that's just their hair and they only have tails. I can't tell, man. Next week restock, please come back then. Dang, it takes a long time. Hey, young lady, don't worry. You can ask around Siloam Bay. The Wu-Tang root grows by the water, and while it's used as medicine, us locals often dry it out and use it in dishes. But using Wu-Tang root as a medicine isn't quite the same as using it for food. Not sure if that'll work for you. Shoot. I'm not too sure about that either. Junior, you must be after the Wu-Tang root to make meridian flow patches, right? The kind used for food should be sufficient. It's just that older Wu-Tang roots are better, and if you haven't seen them in person before, they can be tricky to identify. If you don't mind, I can come with you. Yes, please. Did I set this up yet today? I did not. Okay, let's see. I'll have you run a shift. Because I still need more ether thingies. Now I can't remember, but are centipede bites like poisonous? Or do they just hurt a lot? Never really been near a centipede, so I've never been bit. Give me that Wu-Tang root. Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang? Woo-woo-woo. Skibbity. Sorry, I'm not reading. I'm snacking, and I don't want to make chewing sounds on accident. I hope the warmer it gets, everyone's making sure to stay hydrated. I know I haven't been, so I ended up having to stay home with a headache. It went away after a bit, but like, it still sucks when you're getting, you know, snapped by like a wicked headache. Well, where did you just run off to now? I tried calling you, but you didn't pick up. Shoot, my phone was on silent. The inventory of the tapes at home wasn't adding up. I eventually found that you had stuck the records on the HDD screen. Yo, Slot Man, what's poppin'? How you doing, Slot Man? Not much, not much. I'm like trying to catch up in like um Star Rail, Zenless story, because I'm so far behind and new characters keep coming out and I'm just like I need to figure out what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. Doing good, just recovering from a sickness. Is it a cold? There was like a horrible cold going around at one point. I remember it was taking people out for like a week, if not a week and a half at times. Illness has been throwing hands lately, and I don't know why. We do carry on. That is true. Well, hopefully you feel even better a bit later. Hopefully you've been eating well and staying hydrated. And taking vitamin C. Not that I'm a doctor. I just hear vitamin C is good when you're sick. Unless that's specifically with the cold. Hopefully I'm not skipping too fast for people to read. Maybe I should slow it down. The dogs in this game are so cute. And this dog looks like it could be in Naruto.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Waifei Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
The city's air isn't great, but the real concern is the miasma still spreading through Waifei Peninsula. Do you have any plans to handle it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the danger still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices, which has caused miasma to spread rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Waifei Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
But the Exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Waifei Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Waifei Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Waifei Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Waifei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Waifei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Waifei Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Waifei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area, after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting
You know,
the city,
I haven't checked, but
everyone is
part of
eager
me
to claim a
wonders
bigger share of the
how
wealth
far I
and
am behind the
influence it
story.
provides.
And I've
Major General
finished
Lorenz
snacking,
is no
so
easygoing man.
sorry for the
Ruthless
long
would be the
pauses
mildest
in
way to
sound.
describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal
Well,
relationship
whatever.
with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive
I'm pretty sure I'm
officer,
pretty far
Lucro,
behind,
and the two often work
or
together.
at least
With
relatively.
Ferox's downfall,
Because
Lucro
after a
secured Lorenz's
bit, I had
support
like
by
caught up
offering
to
him a
the
share of
story,
Waifei Peninsula's
which
interests.
was
Having the backing
you
of a
just kind of
Defense
getting
Force
to
Major
Waifei
General would
Peninsula,
greatly benefit his
and then I
dealings within
let
Tops.
stuff run for
Sounds
a
like
bit.
a power struggle between Tops and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Waifei Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquay Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon...
Yes, Phaethon.
Man,
A
I
legend
love the
among
story.
Taxis.
Cults and capitalism.
outlaw of
Let's
the underground.
go.
The last disciple of a secret research institute. Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand. The one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage.
Is
I
it me?
spotted the
Am
name
I the
Mobile Squad
protagonist?
on the Defense Forces unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists
Man,
as proxies
I hope she
working with
doesn't
the Defense
betray me.
Force?
That'd be really sad.
Exactly. But
I
the
don't
title
actually know where
proxy
this story's
won't fly
going,
in the
though.
Defense
This
Force's operational report.
is the furthest
You'll be
I've gotten
introduced as special holotech advisors and the mayor's special envoy
so far,
for military
anyways.
operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolda and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for wishing me luck. I hope we don't run into any trouble. But why? But hey, we get to team up with Obel Squad again. Soldier 11 and Trigger will be happy to see you too, right, Belle? And of course, a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before. Okay. But before heading out, maybe we should let Yishuan, Shifu, and others know. Oh. I've been expecting you, Belle. Don't give me that Yishuan Sifu's all-knowing look. I only knew because the mayor contacted me in advance. It seems that really is why you're here. Yunquay Summit is on good terms with the mayor, so we can't get directly involved in Defense Force affairs, which means I have no choice but to send my talented student. I will not bring shame to the section. That's why you have to act with the utmost caution. Your own safety has come before you try to help anyone else. Huh? Bro, I can't read today. I'm sorry. I passed top of my class in illiteracy courses. My bad, Holmes. You carefully calibrate the HDD device in Suibon Temple's inner chamber. Then spend some time chatting with your senior brothers and sisters. Before you realize it, night has already fallen. Oh boy, let's go. The Defense Force sent word. We're meeting up with Obel Squad tomorrow morning. The coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. We're meeting in the Hollow? That's right. The Defense Force wants us to link up with Obel Squad during the operation. Afterward, we're to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly. Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. More smoothly with Obel Squad, and to test our capability as the mayor's special envoys. I spent the whole afternoon turning the HDD device. It's pretty much done. You should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. Go to sleep. And I won't be able to read all the lines because I can already feel tension in my throat. In a dream made from electric impulses and numerical signals in Magnus' memory.
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division.
my
Agamemnon
gosh.
Squad, assemble.
He shot with a nickel.
Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup. Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup.
Oh, ruh-roh. That don't sound good. Is that his back or his front?
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes. Get back. I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back.
So, is this the end?
Revenge.
Against what? The Hollow?
Against everything.
I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus?
Oh, stretch. Oh,
Nagus, were you dreaming again?
my back went crispy crunchy mode. That gun has eyes.
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It's just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory
I'm getting
module.
farted on.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
Is the red
What can I
the
say?
pupil or
Brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
is the red the pupil or is that the
Don't
iris?
sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear I'll never
Captain
eavesdrop
Magus
on
is
your,
getting angry.
whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on.
Is that piece
Enough
blushing?
breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Oh goodness. Captain Magus, squad member Orphe, I've been waiting here for you. Captain Magus, squad member... Wait, I just read that. You left the sniper to wait here all alone? That's not how an assault trooper should operate, Orphe. Huh? But you're the one who woke up late. I told you that was a necessary system check and maintenance. Now, getting into a position early to cover their squad mate is part of a sniper's job too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the colonel scolds everyone in the Obel squad for being late. Obel squad assemble! Salutes, Captain Magus. Even after all this time, Soldier 11 has remained disciplined and focused. That's what you call a model soldier. Huh. Aren't I a model soldier? You? Seed? You're a soldier too. If you join the Scouts, Seed, you'd definitely be an honor scout. I feel like there's a memory somewhere in my past. Something about being in the Scouts. If I weren't busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honored member. Captain, we've got about 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late for the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one-handed or two. Let's hurry to the operation briefing or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we ever get the chance to become honored ones. Isolde.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, We finally get to fight
That's
side
my
by side
child.
again, Isolde.
I'm adopting her.
Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
I got put Orphe on a list of characters I want to draw. I think it's cute how pointy her ears are. And I love her orange hair. And I think she's adorable.
The Exaltists have long plagued White Bay Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis.
Blizz.
Obel Squad reporting in.
Blizzy
We're at the
Ages.
target hollow.
When Orphe and Magus are off field, they can unleash different aftershock attacks based on their energy and recover bottled heat. With sufficient bottled heat hold to unleash EX special attack, heat charge, granting the whole squad the zeroed in effect, which boosts their abilities.
Blitz Squad in position.
Aegis Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Why is my game kicking its whole ass?
Copy, Captain Morgan. Aegis reporting in.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
I know I choked on my spit. Ah!
Pretty important if they've got Obel Squad handling the pickup.
Being alive is the one thing. Oh, Celeste daughter. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? It's good to see you. My computer's kind of shitting its butthole trying to let me play this game.
What sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay
My
focused on the
goodness.
battle.
It's time!
It's also so warm out. But how are you doing? How are you doing? Hopefully my audio isn't freaking out too. Maybe I need to turn down the graphics. I hope my computer's not hot, though I would think not. I'm a bit low. Is that better or do I need to turn up more? Hold on. All right, let me try this. Is this a good? Is this better or is the game still louder? Let's go. I also have to like kind of eat my microphone to be heard well. But hopefully my mic sounds better now because my friend Zeffy helped me find a new mic. She helped me get one, which was mega appreciated. I'm assuming it's nicer than my previous mic. But how are you doing, Celeste? It's been a hot minute. I'm trying to see if there are any goodies around, but I am not seeing them, so time to follow where the story's going. Hot, nice. Doing good. How are you? I'm warm. It is warm out, but otherwise I'm doing pretty aight. Yeah, it is Zenless Zone Zero. I hope I have it set to Zenless Zone Zero on my stream, because I think I did.
Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolda's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations.
It didn't change. Does it still say art?
Didn't Isolda say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
It says abiotics. Oh my gosh. Alright, hold on. I swear I saved it, and when I looked back it said Zenless. But it looks like I got lied to. All my computer does is lie and eat hot chip. I say my computer, but technically it was... Alright, did it change yet? Hopefully it changed.
You can call me Lord Phaethon. Okay, I'm kidding. I thought that might lighten the mood a little.
Okay,
Just
thank
call me
goodness.
Proxy.
And
So this is the amazing Miss Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about.
I'm behind in the story, so I'm taking time to catch up
down to earth.
and try to get the new idol girl.
I know who
Because she's
you
cute.
are. You
And I
must
have
be the
1
infamous
out of
Phaethon
3 of
mentioned,
them.
right?
Trigger
So
was
I'm gonna try
definitely talking
to
about the
catch up
renowned
in the
Miss Phaethon.
story and do side
Usually,
missions
only
to do
heroic
more
characters
pulls,
are
because
described
I
as
think I did
renowned.
1 or 2 10
For
pulls
villains, it
and
would
didn't get
be
anything.
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on
She
the
has
side of
pink
villains
and
too.
black hair.
To be honest, I'm
Nangon?
still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with
Nangon, I
Opal Squad.
want to say is her name.
I'm an old timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
The underworld's insane.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Belle's a nerd, but also
I've
it
heard
tracks
stories
because she
of your
literally runs a
accomplishments,
video store.
but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero.
You know,
Everyone
I had a
working the city has their
realization
own
today.
purpose,
So
especially
I've
someone with a
recently
combat
found,
background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with
I don't know if I
Opal's
should wait to
mission
tell the
or
story
violate
after the
Defense Force's
dialogue.
principles. Otherwise,
Yeah, I'll wait to tell after the dialogue.
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Opal Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolda have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Alright, so recently, social media decided to introduce me to animations used for raves. And they are addicting to watch. I could sit there and rewatch them for hours. Shrek biting at the screen has captivated my attention for literal hours at a time. I'll sit there like, why this video 10 hours? And realistically, it's like a 30-second video. Well, I've come to learn that it was a thing, just visuals for raves. And you know what I've come to realize? A lot of rave visuals are people getting attacked. And yeah, I do think it's that kind of thing you're supposed to watch while on whatever people do at raves. I know there's like some popular stuff people do at raves. You know, the cotton candy they like to ingest for a more fun experience. But like, you know, they make fun of it in movies, how people on certain substances will wig out and have weird reactions to certain things. And I can understand why now. So many of those videos involve like a giant person, a giant creature, a giant entity, right? Chomping, biting, sending projectiles or power beams at the screen towards the audience. First off, if you have that phobia of giants, like anything huge, you're pooping your ass. You poop them right out of your butthole, all over yourself. And then, second, you're probably fainting as well, you know? Oh, I think, okay, my game did not crash and die. And so, it's a whole different form of art. True. But like all I can think of is this is probably why so many people have those weird instances and episodes. It's because they think things are trying to get them all the time, and I can see why. Going to a rave, some giant creature's trying to eat you. It's trying to freaking get you. So like, you know, I think I'd be paranoid too. I think I would also be having a freak out. High key. Like, dang. Why is Shrek biting at me? I ain't doing nothing to him, and he, whoa, whoa. Boom, boom, boom. Bwam, bweep, 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 bweep. And then he's chomping. He's chomping with his whole mouth. Right? It does sound terrifying. And now I'm just like, that makes sense. People are all freaking out because they think Shrek is about to get their ass. And it's a lot scarier than that one fanfic someone made and then recreated using those Gary Mod, like, Team Fortress models. And sorry if I brought that image back into people's head who forgot about it.
Aegis Squad, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
I'm addicted to those videos though. Like, I want to see more. I keep seeing the same, like, 5. I need to see so many more. Do I acknowledge it's the same thing where on the beat something's going to be punching, biting, lasering at the screen in the audience? Yeah, but I like it. I can't stop watching. I will just be scrolling, doom scrolling after I've had a hard day at work. And I'm like, God, I need to decompress. Haha, it's Shrek. Hee haha. So I will say, it does make me wonder, is the intent that you're trying to be scared at a rave, or is it supposed to give you some other feeling? Like, once again... Oh, no, my cats are still sleeping. Once again, I feel like if you're in a somewhat, like, mentally compromised state, is having something look like it's about to punch down on you really what you're wanting to look at? I think that might be scary. Agreed.
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
I ended up watching an hour, by the way, of a live rave, and that stuff is tightly packed. I do enjoy going out to some places, and I don't mind if there's like a certain amount of people. When you get to the point that I'm probably rubbing elbows with every single person in there, that's too much. I don't think I could ever see a rave in person, even if I did want to see the visuals in person. I probably am better off just like, watching a video online, unfortunately. I wish I was more into stuff like that. I'm not a club person. Any party is usually a small one with the closest of homies. I am not a huge EDM fan either, but I'm also kind of like a I can vibe to anything kind of person. So initially I was like just watching the visuals, and then after a bit I was like, yeah, I can vibe to this. Oh, haha. I've never been to it. I've been to like a couple at anime cons, but I know it's not the same. It's similar in the sense that, you're at a rave, but it's also an anime con, so you're not amongst a bunch of people on some heavy stuff that aren't just drinking. They're like ingesting cotton candy and pastels and stuff, seeing colors and all that. Probably need to be flying high to an yeah,
Those are ether reactors
I do
made
think
by
it's one of those
Porcellumics.
things where
Not gonna lie,
you do have to
they
be in a
look pretty
certain headspace for it. But I feel like as someone who enjoys relaxing, that's anti-relaxing. I would not be relaxing to that, in fact. So in turn, I feel like I would just be stressed out the whole time. That just watching it from afar, yippee. Joining in on it, no, thank you. No, thank. I feel like this elevator is going too fast. I feel like I should have been flying a little bit. Look at me on my little Segway. Who's that? Who got the beef? Wait, what? Why? What? Wait. Oh, I understand now.
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcellumics investigation.
That elevator looks like she shouldn't have been right on it. Like she should have been 2 seconds away from it. Her ankles should be broken.
Right now, so he can't talk to you
Yeah, I've noticed in a couple of games that the concept of having a mech pilot who has their feet out and uses their feet on the controls seems to be really, really popular, which I feel like feels more popular than it should be.
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs.
Why have I heard Seed's voice before?
You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lot.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
Oh, Spinel? Yeah, I can kind of see that.
The Defense Force? Or rather,
She vaguely
Opal Squad's
reminds
comms
me
channel
of
always seems to be tuned to a
Paimon,
pretty
but
unusual
not being
frequency.
as
Birds of a feather flock
Muppety.
together, as they say.
It's not the nice way to put it, but OG Paimon kind of sounded like a Muppet.
Being able to
like she was going to Kermit the Frog here.
At the same time, I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base.
I'd be a little bit thrown off if my tail had its own conscience.
The most efficient way to move such a
I wouldn't
large
want
amount
my
of
butt
supplies in a
talking
short
to me.
time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists
I mean, my
have been
butt
operating
already
along the
tries to
Hollow for
talk
a
to
long
me, but
time.
that's a little
They must
different.
have access to fissure coordinates
It's a little
that the defense
different
force
than
doesn't know about.
this.
But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
You know,
I got this.
what? That's Bulma? Oh, wait. I'm guessing you mean like newer Bulma, right?
Those devices. Those are all
Not like
sacrifices.
Yilden, Dragon Ball Bulma. Granted, I don't know how long that lady's been out of the game of voicing Bulma, or if she ever has.
Obel Squad. All enemies eliminated.
I've only seen newer, but I'm looking to see how far it goes. You know, it's funny. I have the opposite. I only watched Dragon Ball all the way to Dragon Ball GT. And then anything made after GT, I never saw. Which I hated GT, but I loved how hot and absolutely delicious Goku Super Saiyan 4 looked.
It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
And I hope they bring him back.
Hey, Seed Senior, you've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm.
Oh, you've only seen her roles as new Bulma. I see. I divulged too much. But also, I'm not incorrect. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's hot. Even if he is clueless and, wouldn't be able to raise kids. And that works out, because I do not want any. I just want to touch his fur.
That often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing
He
more
is
than
hot.
villains
He's
who
fine
treat
as hell.
ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction.
But, I would probably also do to him what I do to, like, my cats because he has fur. I'd be like... which I've come to realize... I mean, how do I put it? Every so often when you interact with your animals, you kind of come to realize you do some things so much that your animals just don't react anymore. I was making my gremlin demon sounds while rubbing one of my cat's face, and she was just still half sleepy eye looking at me like, haha, Mom's here, Mom's touching my face. Ooh, burr, burr, burr.
Because you're one of them.
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon, specifically the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain
I do
Magus.
love having pets. And man,
Don't consider
I
them a
think they love
comrade,
me.
Not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porsalumex and the Ipsalumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Wi-Fi Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian division
Hannah,
could deal with
Hannah,
that many
shake up.
monsters.
Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? You want to. I don't think you trust.
Just end up as monster food.
Mine. Self-ripe, you superstar. Lie. Cry. An angels deserved it. Hello. I'm hoping I'm back.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that the sacrifices and Obscura are directly connected. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices.
Why is it still saying abiotic factor?
Oh, access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
What if I just ate a whole can of beets? Just beets. Oh, I am back. Hello. Yippee. Who is this fine, fine woman? Oh, that's the chick from earlier who... Yep, I remember her. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Poop, 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 poop. May the creator find me. I got fur in my nose. It's probably just because I had fur on my clothes too. Not even because I was petting my cats or anything. Or like not recent enough that I would think I would still have hair on my hands. Oh, my spine's crunchy. I'm not gonna lie, I started shrimping. And then I straightened my back. Except probably not enough because this chair makes it hard to sit up straight.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success.
ZZZ physics go absolutely insane. They go stupid. They go dumb.
It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internaut behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the Sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow.
Oh, my neck.
You can't just grasp at weeds.
My back.
You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always.
Thank you. I've been throwing it up,
Captain
down,
Magus
and
been giving you any
back.
trouble?
Sometimes. She wasn't very nice.
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
This chick is... This sentient firearm is learning about freedom.
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy, how many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy.
Homegirl is
Major
learning
General
about
Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting.
nuance.
Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Yeah, but, like, are you gonna hold my hand through it? Adjutant? I've never heard that word in my life! I don't even think it's real. I'm gonna be real about that.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected.
Exactly.
There are numerous ether reactors installed around
Concept
Wi-Fi
of
Peninsula,
nuance.
known
It
as
was never real.
Obscura,
It was
which
all
may
a
pose a
dream.
significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly.
Why do you look
This
so
is a
iffy?
big
Like you have an
opportunity.
agenda of some sort.
I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a
Thank
while
you so
now.
much.
Honestly,
I hope you have a
it's
good
more
night,
appropriate for me and
Celeste,
Sleeping
and I
Giant
hope to
be the
see you
ones
again
welcoming
next
the defense
time.
force.
Sleep well. Bye
Swadian
bye.
Temple. Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
This guy be seeming like he has an agenda.
If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Bell to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
Dang. I'm misunderstood. I'm being mistreated. I'm being talked down to by people who are conceited. Ooh, bars. Bars. Never gonna get bars like them again. From me, anyways. Talk about rude. Overall, Defense Force generals list some pleasant restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world. Might as well be his prisoner. But we're just heading down to Suibon Temple for a quick break. They shouldn't stop us, right?
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary Proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary Proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the Proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the Proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
It's like unlawful imprisonment. You can't do this. I
My
know
apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the Squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Yfei Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
I'm gonna get my maintenance checked. my gosh. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance. Inspector on duty, squad member Seed. First up for inspection, Mercury. Mercury here. Let me take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. I always get nervous when Seed does my checkup. Antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. If Colby can't hear me on the radio during operation, I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye aye. Next up is Trigger's rifle. I'm counting on you again, Seed. I only need one look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape. Just like always, Trigger. A sniper's weapon is their soul on the battlefield, after all. Boring. Now it's Orphe and Captain Magus's turn. Boo! Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is in good shape. Overall. Orphe, but your tail shows way more wear. No doubt due to the Captain's reckless fighting style. The Captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As for Captain Magus... Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Seed can't stand the smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa, are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Seed stares straight into the Proxy's eyes. Impossible as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through to the HDD. That can't be possible, right? Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection's complete. You were just looking for an excuse to stare in the Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear's serviced at the armory. Hey, Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes, too. Oh, she knows. Attend to offer some cover from the soldier gazes, and reestablishing the connection with HDD brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured Proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, first assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I
had a feeling that the jamming systems that they were going to use wouldn't be strong enough.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the Hollow. I needed to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell, just like always.
Fairy's getting some mad dirt for
And leave
us.
clearing out the Hollow to me and Noble Squad, just like always.
Dude, I would never get into a fight with Fairy. Homegirl would dig through your memories and go like, yeah, you remember the time you fell literally farting your own butt in class? Yeah, you looked mad stupid. And then how am I gonna recover from that? Man? What if I haven't like speaker system like hooked up to my phone or something, and then she says that out loud and people hear? And someone would be like, you poop your butt? Buh. Yes, Captain, the Bangbu squad seems to have been attacked. I received Bangbu's distress signal and rushed over. Homie's just twitching. Oh my goodness. They're all lying covered in blood. I mean, the not breathing kind of lying there. Let's pay our respects. The Bangboo probably recorded what happened when they ran into the enemy, but it's badly damaged. Do we have any technicians at base? Let me fix up that boo! Let me at him. Oh, I see. We extend this here. Oh, shoot. And okay. I done it. Let's go. I done it.
All units be advised.
Oh my
At
God.
3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock! Or at 5 o'clock! Oh, is it the
Oh my
Exalted
gosh.
troops in
They're
disguise?
cussing. Oh. Am I listening to a slaughter?
They emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the? Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostile closing in on the right. We need backup.
Oh. Yeah, that didn't sound very good.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Is this that dude who was in Five Nights at Freddy's as the, like, moon thingy? The moon man?
Every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Oh my gosh. Those soldiers crawling out of the miasma, they look like the dead brought back to life. The dead? But they're dressed in military gear from the old capital. Stuff from 11 years back. If they're truly are dead and returned, how could they be the ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? They probably aren't undead. Still, the fact that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldiers means their creator, the enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force, must be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday, recon mission went perfectly. We didn't get any cultist escape, so there's no way the Exaltists should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go, Proxy. Alright. Am I getting red herring by the other guy, Isolde? Did you tell them? Did you tell on us?
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Oblsquad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, Or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command.
Yeah, I bet that's what that was.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to
So you're
dealing with a
redirecting our
demanding
attention,
superior.
huh?
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as
If you guys
fire,
don't usually
and
agree and you're
unknowable as
agreeing
shadow.
now,
That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque
It sounds
summit
like you're up
scroll.
to something.
Since the enemy already
Sounds like you're up
knows
to
we're
no
coming,
good.
let's
Beep,
seize
beep,
this
beep,
rare
beep, beep, beep,
opportunity
beep.
and strike before they're ready.
Mobile squad,
This
gear up
speed
and get
up.
ready.
Got places to go, gotta follow my. Can't stick around, got
I'm
it.
about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
I won't
Leave it
let
to
you
me.
down.
On my reputation as a legendary proxy and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust the people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the
Nah,
captain
because there's a
means
lot
is
of emphasis on
Obo
you
never
and
fails
you're
a mission.
overthinking good and evil, and you have that dream. And also on top of that, Isolde's pointing us somewhere. So either she's a middleman or she is deception. Disgrace. Oboe Squad, roll out.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltists' main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
For now.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Oboe Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me, when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Proxy, it feels like you caught on to the same thing that I caught on to.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator. The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our master's return.
Senior pool, increased firepower.
All right. Not to abruptly end, but I think my computer might be getting a little too warm to play game and stream. So I want to say thank you to everyone who stopped by to hang out. And I want to say I'll try to get a schedule, but things have been hectic lately, so I'll see you guys next time.